I got a call from an old friend who was in town for a conference. He wanted a business portrait. Since I hadn't seen him in a while, we went for a hike and we discussed our upcoming shoot. I even took some video during the hike and then later on while we were in the studio. You may have seen some of that footage on my vlog channel. In this video, I'm going to show you some of that footage as well, and I'm going to talk to you about the shoot with my friend, but I'll also talk to you about business portraits in general. Okay, Andy and I are out hiking right now, and we are figuring out what type of photo he wants for his profile on LinkedIn. So Andy, what are you thinking?
I've gone out and taken a look at a couple different people, friends that are on LinkedIn, and they got this standard, professional with a suit and tie, gray background, that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, we can do one of those, but I have some ideas of my own.
Uh-oh.
I am thinking something a little more different. Maybe something from up above. Maybe some where you're kind of like leaned forward with your head on your chin on your hand or something where you're thinking.
I don't do a lot of thinking, so.
But I want to do some fun stuff too, so that it's not just your standard LinkedIn picture, so that it'll kind of pop out for people. And of course, we'll do like some regular ones too. So maybe you can even change it up from time to time for you to go on to, people's radars, like, oh, Andy changed his profile picture,
Okay.
Things like that. So we will definitely hop into the studio when we get back off the trail, and we'll see what we come up with. Here we are in the studio. Andy is all dressed up. His hair's all combed nice. He's all cleaned up. Okay, Andy. So what kind of industry do you work in?
I work in finance.
Okay. So you work at a desk, right?
Well, most days.
Okay. All right. Sit down at the desk.
This desk?
Yes.
It's nothing like my desk.
The baby desk. Sit down in it.
Oh.
This is what I do. Okay. Now, I'm just going to take a few kind of test shots of you just to make sure I have all the lighting and everything right.
Should I have sunglasses on to protect my eyes from these lights?
No. You have to deal with what the models have to deal with, which is hot lights.
Should I have less clothes
Hot
on
lights. Yeah. No. Okay. All right. Now, how do you want to be? I want you to sit up nice and tall, first of all. But do you want to be smiling in these pictures? Do you want to be like, oh, Mr. Serious in these pictures? Or a few both?
I don't know. The things I've seen on LinkedIn are usually people are pretty serious and stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
I guess we can give it a shot.
All right. Well, we can do some of those. And then we'll do what I want to do. All right. Very nice. Sit up nice and tall. Even though it seems like, it almost feels awkward. All right. How about you put your chin on your hand, like lean forward and kind of put your, like that. Let's get a couple like that. Very nice. Yeah, this one's kind of like, oh, you're a good model. We're gonna get you a glossy 8x10, so you can shop yourself around to the modeling agencies. Wow, seriously, I think we have some untapped potential here. All right. Sit up nice and straight like that. I like how you have your arm on the back of the chair. Yeah, that's good. Stay like that for just a couple more. I'm just going to move around a little bit. Now give me a smile. Just in case you want a smiling one. Okay. All right. let's do something a little bit more fun. Okay, Andy, I want you to be the man in the hat. Put the hat on. Be the man. Very nice. Now really be the man in the hat. Very nice. Now put the hat on at an angle. There we go. All right, now put it on like over your face, like you're having a siesta. Perfect. All right, now put the army hat on and be the army guy. Yeah, there you go. Be the army. No, like village people army guy.
Village people army guy.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Like, very nice. Very nice. Okay, now that you have your real army guy gun, I want you to act like a real army guy. Do real army guy things with your real army guy gun. Yeah. Very nice. Yeah, shoot that real army guy gun. All right, now I want you to hold the bunny up like you're introducing the bunny to his people. Like the bunny is like Simba in The Lion King. Like hold him up above your head. Like yeah, yeah. Like the monkey holding up the bunny. Yes, perfect. Okay, Andy. Now that we're in the studio, I'm gonna go up the ladder here. And okay, hi. All right. So this type of photo is sort of, it's not so much used for business profile pictures, but it is used a lot for other things. But I think it's kind of cool if you use it as a business profile picture, except for the cat in it. Leroy Brown, kick him out of the way. Yeah, thank you. I mean, not kick, gently nudge. Anyway, I think it would be cool for a business profile picture because it's kind of like eye-catching and like, hey, you know, big head, little body, but like it's really like you. It's like in your face, Andy.
I think it's going to say something like, Andy!
Yeah! Well, that one says Andy. Awesome. Okay, Andy, I want you to give me tiger.
Tiger?
Tiger.
Like, grah.
Yeah, tiger. Now give me gorilla. Yeah. These are good. Now give me flamingo.
Flamingo, what the hell?
Flamingo, you know, standing on one foot, pink, but just not pink. Yeah. Very nice. Now jump up and down on that foot. Fantastic. Give me pro wrestler.
Pro wrestler?
Fantastic. Now give me Andy again. Very nice. And I'm spent. Okay. I know that sounded a little ridiculous. I was making him do funny things and maybe I was exaggerating a little bit to make him laugh or to make you guys laugh, or okay, maybe I was exaggerating a lot. But really, sometimes doing silly things in the studio with your subject will loosen them up a little bit. And then, you know, you can go back to, okay, do Andy again. And, you know, you'll get some nice natural photos kind of going that way because they'll have been a little bit silly and then they'll just be loosened up. You always have to work with your subject to kind of quickly build a relationship with them, just so that everyone, you know, will be comfortable in the studio. But in my experience, when you're doing a business portrait, you have to work a little bit harder, it seems like. Anyway, the amount of silliness you do is up to you and, you know, how the person reacts and, you know, your judgment, whatever. But I happen to know that Andy and I used to have some fun times. We used to train together and there were definitely shenanigans when we were training together. So I knew I could get pretty silly with him. Especially when I pulled out the Nerf gun, because I knew he was going to like that and he was totally going to take the pictures back to his family and like laugh with his son. But anyway, on to the next topic. You probably noticed that I had Andy in 2 different setups. Usually when someone wants a business photo, I don't do too many changes. You know, maybe I'll change the backdrop once, or I'll do a studio photo and then maybe an outdoor shot. It just all depends on the person and their profession and what they want. And it also depends on, where you are though. If you've got someone coming into your studio to take a portrait, you've got, a little bit more time and you can kind of switch it up a little bit. But if you are going to a business and you're taking a whole slew of corporate portraits, you're probably just going to be stuck with like one setup. Now, I do try to have the subject step out of the normal business portrait parameters though. When asked, I would say that most people are going to have, the same thing. They're going to want a pretty straight portrait. They're going to want even lighting, and they're going to be wanting to, sit up with their hands in their lap, and, maybe if you're lucky, they'll say that they want to smile. But I usually do that. Well, I always do that, but I usually try to get them to step outside their normal, comfortable boundaries a little bit to get a little bit more of a fun photo. Here's why I do that. Lots of people are using their business portraits on networking sites like LinkedIn, and everyone has the same picture. And, I realize that the photo that you use shouldn't actually make, too much of a difference when you're getting a job. You pretty much just want a photo to, fill in the blank and, show who you are. But it certainly isn't going to hurt if you have an interesting photo. I mean, if nothing else, it will make the person, possibly a new employer, stop and take note. And then maybe they'll even remember you later on when they're going through resumes. Also, I like to give my subjects a few suitable photos. And then that way they can rotate them from time to time. That way, the person will show up in their, potential boss's feeds on LinkedIn, whenever they change the photo. It's kind of sneaky, but it works, and I always suggest that to people. So, business portraits. Not so different from other types of portraits. You probably, as a photographer, have to put in a little more work to loosen up your subject, but, you may not want to make them hop on one foot like I did, but you can definitely, have them do some kind of silly things and get them to laugh. And, that way, if you do those out of the box things, you can get them to loosen up. Now, VIPs, if you are watching this video on SnapChick.com and you're signed in, stay tuned, and I will talk to you about the exact setup that I used in each of the photos. But for everybody else, talk to you later.